Today we're going to be learning about Flip-O-Ramas. What a great way to end our Motion Magic Week. I hope you really enjoyed today's lesson. Don't feel like you have to stop by just doing one. Try to do a whole bunch if you want. Today we're going to talk about Dav Pilkey. He is the American children's writer and illustrator, best known for his Captain Underpants book series. He was born in 1966. His given name was David Murray Pilkey. Just a little interesting side note, his first name changed the spelling when he was working at a Pizza Hut, and the owner, manager, misspelt his name as D-A-V on his name tag. And well, as they say, the rest is history. Interesting little side note, he went to an elementary school in Ohio where he was diagnosed with dyslexia and ADHD. Now, back then, they didn't have as great therapies as we do today. And because he was misbehaving a lot, due to a lot of his disorders, he spent a lot of time at a hallway desk. So this is where Captain Underpants' character was created. As a student, he entered his first book titled World War I in a national contest and won. Part of the prize was having his book published in 1987, and that's really where his career began. You might have read one of the many Captain Underpants books that I have shown here. I know my children enjoyed reading them when they were little. Here's a picture of what Dav Pilkey looks like now. And if you go to the Scholastic site, Dav Pilkey at Home, right now there are some really cool things on there, including some drawing tutorials by Dave himself. But in those books, Captain Underpants, we all know and love the characters of Harold Hutchins and George Beard. And they're also famous in their books for doing Flip-O-Ramas, as well as the great comic book series, sort of a book within a book of Captain Underpants. So with the Flip-O-Ramas, you take two images and you flip back and forth, and it gives that illusion of movement, which fits into our theme this week. All right, I told you that my kids love the Captain Underpants books. So in the Captain Underpants books, there's these Flip-O-Ramas, and they actually show you step by step how to do them. I found one in here. I do have to read this warning first. The following stunts were performed on closed streets by a highly trained professional hamster. To avoid injury, please do not grab oversized novelty items from the tops of warehouses and beat up giant monsters with them. So the way the Flip-O-Rama works is you put your hand in the book and hold it down, and then you pick up the corner of the page here and you flip back and forth. So you can see there's one picture here, and then there's a different picture on the next page. So let's see if I can get this to work. It's all based on that persistence of vision that is all part of how the eye sees movement. Now on to our project. What you will need for this project is a piece of paper, a pencil. Because pencil doesn't show up great on camera, I'm going to use a Sharpie. But you'll also need maybe some markers to color yours in. I know the ones in the Captain Underpants books are black and white, but you can certainly add color to yours. First thing you're going to need to do is take that piece of paper and fold it in half. And the way we're going to do our Flip-O-Rama is we're going to hold down this corner here, and then we're going to flip back and forth like that. So what am I going to make a picture of? I have seen some video chats of kids, and a lot of them got new trampolines. So I might do somebody jumping on a trampoline. So first I'm going to have maybe my hands up in the air. Ooh, like I just don't care. Maybe there'll be some hair flying, who knows. I'm going to put mine in a skirt, but of course you probably would not be jumping your trampoline in a dress or a short skirt. Kind of make it look like a cheerleader one. Why not? Yeah. Navarre High Raiders. Why not? And then I'm going to do the trampoline. There's all these little springs and cushions that go off to the side. All right, we're ready for our next one. All right, next we're gonna open it up and we are gonna fold this one over it because now we have this really faint outline that we can see through the paper, and it will help us to line up things that are gonna stay still. My trampoline is gonna stay still, but my person is not. So I probably need to retrace this person's arms and legs so she looks like she is just beginning to do her jump. So I am going to keep actually most of her dress the same. And her legs are going to be down. And her arms will be down. And then we're going to keep the trampoline all the same. All right, now we're gonna flip it so we can go back and forth, and let's see if this works. I know yours will be fantastic too. You enjoyed doing that lesson. It certainly is a fun and easy one to do. So today I'm going to tell you a super silly joke from the Captain Underpants series. Harold came home and told his mom that he made 100 on his tests in class today. And his mom asked, "Oh, which test was that?" And he goes, "I got a 50 in English and I got a 50 on my math test." Yep, that was the joke. All right, remember everyone, I want you to be nice to one another, show a lot of kindness, make some art for one of your family members to show how much you appreciate them today. And I hope you keep on making great art.